Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. A few videos ago I showed where I had finished all the ink, add in the re-inker for my walnut stain. And what I did was I added some water to it and just gave it a good shake. And I mean, it's still really dark. But what I want to do is try to stain paper with it. Now, I have a Keurig, however it's pronounced, and I use the pods. I don't have instant coffee, so making coffee for coffee stain paper can take me quite a while. So not everybody likes the smell of coffee. I personally love it. And sometimes it takes a smell time to work out of it. So what I want to try to do is to make coffee stain paper without using coffee. I'm just going to use the dye. What I got is just a little spray bottle. I got this, at the Dollar Tree a while back, and it comes in a set with this one and a couple of the little, flip tops. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water to this. Now, I always keep some water, or try to, at my desk, because I use water in, my water glue, for my spritzer, and, different things. So I try to keep a bottle handy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and fill this bottle, because I'll probably use the whole thing. One of the benefits I'm hoping to get from this is that when you make coffee for coffee dyeing, you have to pretty much use it as quickly as possible, or you get mold on it. Now, I've tried adding alcohol to the water, I've tried adding hand sanitizer, but I still end up getting mold in it. Now, I added just a dropper full. See, it's funny ink in there. Let's see how thick this is gonna, or dark this is going to make it. Give it a little shake. And, I mean, that looks like coffee. Not very strong coffee, but coffee. Maybe I add just a touch more. Just a drop or two more. Let's see how that will do me. Alright, 3 drops. Let's see where we go from here. Set that aside. Make sure that's on there nice and... Alright, that looks like good, strong black coffee. So, I want to take a sheet of regular printer paper. Let's see how this works. Sometimes these spray pretty good. Sometimes they don't. Let's see how this does. Because I haven't tried it like this before, so I figured it'll be new for both of us. Now, I'm not seeing too much color on there. Maybe I need to go darker. And this is a glass mat, so I'm not worried about it, getting all over the place. But I figure, we could try it. Everything is, is an experiment one time or another. Add quite a bit this time, because I'm not seeing... It'll probably darken up when I dry it, but let's give this a little mix and see if this helps. It definitely does not smell like coffee. And I'm really... Alright, now I'm starting to see color coming through. So evidently I have to do it quite... you have to do it quite dark. I'm going to dry this off camera, because it can take a while. I'll be right back and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I have dried the paper, and it doesn't show much color, at least it doesn't look like it. But when you put a white sheet, you can see there is some, almost like a linen color to it. So, but I want something that's a little darker. So what I did was I added one more dropper full to my bottle, and tested it out while I was off camera, and it came out like this. I didn't go all the way around the edge so you can see. Yeah, and that's getting there for me. So these are test papers, but I'm going to keep them because I'll use them. But what I want to do is, I mean, there's very little left in here. So what I'm going to do, very carefully, open my water first. Hope I don't spill this all over everywhere. Alright, hold this up here. Add just a touch because I don't have much room left in my spray bottle. But I do want to get what ink I have in here out. Let's see. Adding just a touch more to get the rest of that ink out of that bottle. Shake it up and make sure it gets out of the dropper. And let's see how this will look. Lay that on there. And I mean, it's still dark. You can see the different color of the ink. So let's see where this takes us. I'm going to dump the rest of it in there, because it wasn't much. Put the lid on that. Give it a little shake. Now all I did, remember, was I used everything in here, and I poured the last little few drops out onto my ink pad when I re-inked it. So the only ink that was left was what was coating the inside of the bottle and the inside of the eyedropper. And we're up to, that almost looks black. So let's get us a clean page, and we'll see how we go from here. I can already see the color coming out. I feel the ink on my hands. Now, before I dry this, I want to lift it up and wipe off. Yeah, there's definitely color coming out now. So, let me dry this off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've dried this one, and you can see definite color with that one. So, like I said, just when you're done, rinse it out with water. Find you a little spray bottle, and just dump your whole, ink that you have washed out with the bottle in there and fill it up with water. And now I can do coffee dyed paper without having to use coffee. And it's got that texture from where I dried it, so that's good. And when I dry, I dry both sides, and look how well that came out on the other side. Because that alcohol ink, and I think this is alcohol ink. Let me see. It doesn't say. I thought it was. It may be. Anyway, it works. And I'm sure if you can do it with walnut stain and get the coffee dye, you could probably, use other colors and be able to dye a lot more different colors. So I'm going to be hanging on to my reinker bottles. And, that's not too bad. Now I've got 3 new papers I could play with. But since it came through that way, I wonder, you know me, I've always got to try stuff. And I'm going to take another sheet, move this out of the way. And all I'm going to do is, I'm going to spray my mat. Like I said, it's a glass mat, so I'm not worried about, things getting ruined or whatever. And lay the paper right on the puddles. Look how it's picking up the colors, or the color. Oh, look at that. That is going to be nice. And then wipe off my mat. Get the excess ink off of it. And this is really going to be nice when it dries. I'm not going to dry this one with the heat gun. I want this to dry naturally. So I'll set it aside. And I'll be playing some more with this. Because I am running short of my coffee dye papers. my allergies are getting better. And a couple of corrections. On the last video, I was talking about the 13 days of Halloween, and it's not 21 days to Christmas, it's 12 days of Christmas. Just like the song 12 Days of Christmas. So it's 13 for Halloween, 12 for Christmas. I am sorry if I have confused people, but that was brought to my attention. And also with the, it's not CU as in Crafters Universe. I was corrected on that. It is CCU, the Creative Crafters Universe. And let's face it, all of us crafters are creative. Doesn't matter what media you work in. So, those are my 2 corrections for this week. And this is a way that we can make coffee dyed paper, and when we run out of other colors of our ink, we'll be doing more colors. And what I would like to do is see how long this lasts before it goes bad. I'm hoping we'll be able to use the whole bottle. But not too bad. Like I said, I've already got, just in this short span of time, I've got 3 papers I can play with now. 1 drying for tomorrow, and you can see it's already started drying. Different ways to use it. So, don't throw away your bottles. Make your sprays with them. Make your dyes with them. It's another way that, we can use what we have without having to spend more. And, yes, we get ink on our fingers. So what? That's what soap and water's for. If you like what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more things to come, as in the 13 days of Halloween and the 12 days of Christmas. I'm sorry for the confusion, folks. And I thank you for coming and sharing this with me, and I will see you later. Bye, guys.